So in this Eruv, we encounter Lavud and Tikrah Yerid V'Soisem. Whether we're going to use them or not going to use them, what are these concepts, Rabbi Shotkin?
So the first concept of Lavud is anytime you have two items, you have a break in between. So Lavud says that if the break in between them is less than 3 tvachim, which from a practical sense comes out to about 9 to 10.5 inches, depending on who you ask. So if there's less than 3 tvachim, we consider this gap to be closed. Lavud closes gaps. So for example, you may have a chain link fence, which is majority air, and it's really open. But since the spaces in between the chain links are less than 9 inches, so Lavud is considered to be a closed wall. Here in this particular Eruv, we're going to have a wall, and then we have a lechi, which is going to be near the wall in front of it. And since the break is less than 9 inches, it's considered Lavud, and that gap is considered to be closed. The other possibility we have over here is Tikrah Yerid V'Soisem. If you have 3 walls, this would be the first wall over here, the back wall, and the side wall. This front wall being open, we would say Tikrah, that this opening here, this top, is considered as if it comes down and encloses the fourth side, and this area is entirely enclosed. The Machloka says, do you need 3 walls to say Tikrah? Do you need 2 that are connected? Or would you even say Tikrah with 1 wall? If you would say that, then any time you would have on your house, you would have an overhang going up to the roof of the house. Putting a lechi underneath here would be invalid because Tikrah would make this roof close off this area and it would swallow up this lechi as if it didn't exist. This is a particularly stringent chumrah, but that would be the extreme to which you could take Tikrah Yerid V'Soisem. And the question here in this Eruv is, at this overpass, at this opening, can we use the top to say Tikrah and close off that opening? In this particular Eruv, we don't. So you'll see how we used Lavud and good asik to create a Turas Pesach here to close off this overpass.
So in this particular Eruv, we're using the fence on that side, the fence on that side as the walls. But then we get to this overpass where there's a big pirtz, a big opening. Rabbi Shotkin, how are we going to close this up?
So the first thing we wanted to do is put a lechi on each side and use good asik to go underneath this girder that's on the top. So this lechi, you may wonder, why did we put it over here and why not just attach it to the wall? The issue with attaching it to the wall is going to be this lip. So if we use a laser and we see the dot on the floor, which is where this lechi would be, it's going to hit the lip of this little overhang. Now it's not going to be under the Kaddish al Gabeim. So this lechi had to be close enough to the wall so that we could use Lavud, but far enough away that it wouldn't be underneath this lip. At this distance, it's now 8.5 inches from the wall, and that would be Lavud. And now, if you look at the laser, you'll see it hits this, it misses this lip, and it's underneath the girder.
It's absolutely amazing how much has to go in to every detail of an Eruv, especially when you're building it around the community.